I am not sure how to introduce this to you guys. I'm not sure what to say. Really, I'm kind of speechless a little bit, and I want to go on record and say that this thing should be illegal, first of all. So I'm just not going to do an introduction at all. I'm just going to show it to you, and then we will talk about it. Talk about what? This outrageous plugin here with the tubes at the top and 2 knobs, released by my dear friends at Make Believe Studios, already known for the Soundtech plugin and the mix head, in collaboration with colleague Chris Geringer, mastering engineer. This thing is called CG2. You see here in blue this track. As you can clearly see from the waveform, this is a master track, done, released. I did this mix and master years ago. It's out. And you will see that it measured a healthy low 7s LUFS 8. It's loud. So take a look at the numbers here. The tubes will show you the LUFS and so the VLM for people who are familiar with that. All right, 7.6. This thing is loud, all right? Let me reset, and I'll check this out with the CG2 plugin. Two dB LUFS louder than what was the master already, and with barely noticeable differences. It's absolutely insane. There is no plugin, no processor out there in the world that can take a mastered track and do this. Push it 2 dB LUFS louder with barely any difference. And I'll show you other examples. And of course, you are not supposed to use it this way. You're not supposed to master a track and then slap it. You're supposed to use this in your mastering chain, which you will understand will allow to reach, even if you don't shoot for crazy levels, even if you shoot for your regular 8 LUFS or 7 LUFS, will allow you to reach those numbers much easier and cleaner without destroying your tracks. And if you do want to reach crazy dubstep EDM numbers, again, this changes the loudness game completely because it will be less devastated, a lot less destroyed than what we hear today with tracks that are -4.3 LUFS. This thing is absolutely bonkers. Now, I had it for a while. I had it in its original version, which was a little bit different. Now, let me talk about it a little bit and explain it to you, although I'm telling you there's not really much to say because, like I said, I know the guys at Make Believe very well, and there's a little bit of backstory. Part of this processor was kind of sort of an accident. They were testing and doing things, and then something happened, a weird combination of things, and everybody was like, what is this? What just happened? And then of course they looked at it, they developed, they refined it, and then this plugin in collaboration with Chris came to life. We have a density knob, a loudness knob, and a few buttons that I will show you. The density knob is a dynamic processor. This is not a compressor like when the level exceeds the threshold, it ducks the material down and then compensate. No, this is a dynamic processor, and not better specified dynamic processor because I think the guys, rightfully so, wants to keep this for themselves, that works on the low level information of the track. It's not an upward compressor either, and it manipulates the density, that's why it's called density, of the track, and it increases the perceived loudness in an extremely transparent way, as you just heard. And several things happen at the same time under the hood when you turn this density knob, and by a lot of things, I don't want to be esoteric about it, but if we imagine a dynamic processor in general, there's threshold and ratio, attack and release, probably makeup gain, several things, but again, the focus is on the low-level information, while the loudness knob is, again, kind of a little bit of an obscure processing that combines soft clipping and maybe wave shaping of some sort and adds harmonics and, again, increases the perceived loudness. The incredible thing is how transparently it does and to what insane level is able to push the material. Now we have a bunch of buttons here. We have a filter button. This is a simple DC filter, I think at 2 Hertz. Then we have these 3 buttons, 0, minus 0.1 and minus 1. Now when the true peak it's not engaged, this will set up your final level. So just like a limiter, because you would use this plugin as your last slot in place of your final limiter or in combination with your final limiter. That's up to you to experiment. But the point is these 3 buttons will set your output final level to either 0, which is not really advised, minus 0.1, which is how I usually set it, and minus 1. Bypass is self-explanatory, but when you engage the true peak button, which again is self-explanatory, it activates the true peak limiting. These 3 buttons acts like your threshold in a way. And this is pretty much it. That's all you have to know about the plugin. That's all the functions that you have. It's got one job and it absolutely kills it. The tubes are your LUFS level, as you can see. And if we click here in the dot, you can see that you can show different things. You can show integrated LUFS, momentary hold, short-term LUFS hold, true peak hold. And if you click on the numbers, it will reset. We also have dithering function. If we click the gear icon up the top right here, you can see you can activate or deactivate the dither, and you can also select the bit depth. It goes from 16 dB all the way up, variable to 24. That's it. That's all there is to know about the plugin. This thing is absolutely mental. I could end the video here, just go buy it. That's it, because that's what I would do. Because I'm telling you, I've been using it for a while, and I don't like the word, but this is a darn game changer. But I want to give you a few more examples. Disclaimer, this thing does not have an output knob. So there's no level matching. This thing is meant to make loud. That's it. There's no level matching. You will be able to hear regardless that this sounds like nothing else out there. And I will do the same. We'll get this one, which is the mastered version of the song that I mastered, and we'll see how it handles a lot of low end. Keep in mind, this is also mastered.
Sound like, what real sound like, I'm still the same down guy, same down vibes, I know that you heard this, I deserve this, after what the hurt did, it done turned out perfect, I'm just tryna sound like, what real sound like, I'm still the same down guy, same down vibes, I know that you heard this, I deserve this, after what the hurt did, it done turned out perfect. Sound like, what real sound like, I'm still the same down guy, same down vibes, I know that you heard this, I deserve this, after what the hurt did, it done turned out perfect, I'm just tryna sound like, what real sound like, I'm still the same down guy, same down vibes, I know that you heard this,
Do you hear loss of punch? Do you hear anything? I'm pushing, I'm working on purpose on mastered, finished tracks, and is beyond ridiculous. Let's try this abomination on a mix. This is not mastered instead. So you hear it, kicks is there, punch is there, everything is there, there's no loss of low end whatsoever. And this is a mix. This is a mix that without this measures minus 17 with it on. And granted, there is headroom, right? So 2, 3, maybe 4 dB is just a peak level reaching 0. But this is a mid-9th LUFS on a mix that does not have any limiting, any clipping. You can see the waveform is dynamic and alive, right? And still keeps all that dynamic, and it already brings it in the mid 9s. That's like a 2,000 horsepower car quarter mile time. It's insane. And like I said, I had it for a while, but if I didn't have it, I think seconds 25 of this video, I would have gone and got it because this is absolutely bonkers. Let's get a hip hop track. Again, this is mastered already.
Nose, catch karate blows like Johnny Bones. They be rushing to get your body home. Blocky fold, lock and load. It's off at the top of your dome like artichokes. These artists choke, can't stand this kind of smoke. Adios. Que pasa, nasa, vámonos. Ya toca lado, I know y'all grinding dominoes. Y'all need to stop it and go stocking or go pop the flow. Rapido, I'm a capo, do tutti capi. You are now. Hey yo, face, let's put the heat on. These weak mouths with them cheap rhymes. Beat on these peons till I see him holding up peace signs. Y'all better be wise and behave, cause these guys will be keeping stinging your retards like fucking.
And it's crazy because even when you start to hear a little bit of artifacts, it still doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound destroyed. It doesn't sound like scratchy or anything like that. It starts to crunch a little bit, but we touched minus 4.9 on a mastered track. I wish we were live so I could just let you pick what kind of genre do you want me to do, because there's really not much else to say. Let's go back to my mix. This one probably has a couple of dB of headroom there. This is a mix, and it's got like probably, you can see at the peaks are probably 1 dB before 0, and look at that, we're hitting 9s, low 9s. This is it for the video. This is the new Make Believe Studio, should be illegal, Chris Gehringer CG2 plugin. The link is gonna be in the info box down below. If you like the video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below. If you want to book mixer mastering with me, go to the website mixplustv.com. In there you can find all the mixer mastering courses. And if you want to access the members only exclusive library of in-depth mixer mastering videos here on YouTube, click the join button, become a MixPlusTV member. And if the videos are helping you, please consider using the super thanks or grab some merch. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe. See you next time.